AI is here, and that means the information age is dead. So what comes next? Because I know a lot of people are freaking out, like jobs are going to be lost and everything's going to change and AI is going to take over the world and all this stuff. But I don't think that's really what's going to happen. Here's what I think is going to happen. We're entering a new age in humanity, and it's going to be fascinating because it's not agricultural revolution, it's not industrial revolution, it's not technological information revolution, and it's not the information age, because now all information is available. Like, we've got it all. Everything we don't know, we're gonna know. We're entering the age of intention. And here's what I mean about that. So I love movies, and I watch a lot of stuff, and I consume a lot of stuff about how movies are made. And not just the technical process, but the thought process behind it. And I feel really fortunate to live in a time with directors like Christopher Nolan and Denis Villeneuve and Matt Reeves, and others who are, the technology they have and the access they have to technology is virtually unlimited now. There's pretty much anything that you can imagine, you can do. Every great artist needs limits, and I'm the only one who says this. But when you have limitations, because you can't spend the money, you don't have the resources that you wish you had, then suddenly you're forced to find solutions that are cheaper, that are more imaginative, and solve problems in less obvious ways. And that results very often in superior outcomes from people who are really talented and thoughtful about what they do, people who act with intention. But a lot of times you see the loss of this with artists who start that way, but then become very popular and influential and powerful, and then have huge budgets. See a lot of musicians, like their first couple albums, they break out, they're amazing, but as they get more famous and richer and have greater access to resources and less things standing in their way, the quality of their output declines. They're just not as imaginative, it's not as visceral, it's not as real. You see that with movie directors too. In my opinion, George Lucas is a big case of this. The original Star Wars is great. Empire Strikes Back, those are great movies, but then when he had total control over everything, it just all went to crap. No one telling him no, because he had no boundaries. So here's the thing though, is like now you have directors, like I said, like Matt Reeves and Denis Villeneuve, who have all the access to everything. Like any budget they want for any grandiose thing they could do. But instead of taking the easy or the flashy or the known way out of any problem, they apply what they know with intention and choose consciously from the options. Not what's cheapest, not what's most popular, what's not what's the big fad right now, but what's going to come across and give the intention behind what they're trying to create. The thought, the feeling, the emotion, the idea, the philosophy, whatever it is that they're trying to evoke in the viewer. That's what all great art does, is it does it with intention. But now, as AI is coming along, all of these tools are becoming unlocked for the masses, for everyone. The barrier to entry is getting lower and lower and lower, so that literally anybody can do things on a level that everyone else can do. Danny Boyle made 20 years later using iPhones. I know his setup was a little more complicated than what I'm using here, but you see, this is made on a phone. But this is way more complicated a setup than just holding the phone. I'm using a specific app. I've got a remote microphone with a audio recorder so I can get better sound. I have intention. I chose these things because it produces the quality that I want with what I have, and it has intention behind it. And we have all these tools, AI and CGI and computers and cell phones with cameras and everything at our disposal, and becoming cheaper and cheaper all the time. And that unlocks the age of intentions. We all become artists. And it's not going to be about money and wealth and all those things. The reason everyone's afraid of losing their job is because they think they need that to live. But you don't. Human beings lived before jobs. We lived as hunter-gatherers. We lived before agriculture. We lived before the Industrial Revolution. It wasn't about economy. It was about intention. But the two are not mutually exclusive. You can have a life of intention and have the technology and have the resources. we can do it in such a way that we have both and just pick with intention which we prefer, which does what it is that we need it and want it to do, as opposed to what it can do. Because just because it can doesn't mean it should, or that we want it to. That's what I think is really about to happen in the world, and I think we're going to see it in the next coming years as a shift from knowledge and information to intention. And that is when I think you really begin to unlock the true human potential. So let me know what you think, and we'll find out in a few years whether I'm right. Peace.